means I can spot a liar if I stare at them like this.
Oh.
But there actually are some real ways to tell if someone is lying to you. And I'm gonna fill you guys in. This is all stuff from the FBI. This is what they do when, you know, in that interrogation room, we've all seen that show, and the person's sweating bullets. This is how they know. They look for those cues. They're not listening to what you say. They're watching your body language. So I'm gonna tell you guys how you can also spot a liar. I know it's good, right?
So if there are any criminals in the audience today,
we will be able to
now.
But wait a second, they may be able to tell if we're criminals too, so let's be careful.
Right.
Okay? All right, so the first point is throat clearing. Now, what happens when you start lying? Your body it automatically goes into fight or flight mode. So all the saliva that's in your mouth starts to go through your body because it comes out as sweat. So you'll see that person going, Now, don't mistake this with a person who actually has a cold, because there's a difference, but that's something to look out for. Can you imagine? Now, have you... Really? What are you lying about, Sabados?
No, nothing.
All right, well, you know what, I believe that. So also with the hard swallowing. You ever see somebody do a hard swallow?
Well,
Yes.
Nope.
little scope.
Again, the moisture in your mouth is leaving your body, it's going through, and you're sweating bullets. If you take off that jacket, it's a huge pit stain because that's where it's all going.
Oh, man.
Right? Have you guys ever seen that? I've done that plenty of times where it's like, did you finish your homework? Of course I did.
Right.
Of course I did. It's finished, it's in the bag. Because we've all done that. All right, so the next one, rapid blinking. You ever talk to somebody and they're blinking like this? And you're like, what is happening?
Yeah, but what if you drink a lot of coffee? Like, that's how I... I can't sit still anyway. I'm not lying all the time.
No, but when a person is lying, we actually blink like 5 to 6 times in a minute, which is like once every 10 seconds. So if you're talking to somebody and they're blinking like this, like, I really like that jacket. That person is telling you a big fat lie.
Well, then I'm just worried about that person's health and safety. That's a lot of...
It's a lot of blinking. It's unnatural, but I think you notice it when you're talking to somebody if all of a sudden they're just like, and you're like, what is happening to you?
Right.
Yeah.
They're lying to you. There's a good chance they're lying to you.
Everyone's looking at everyone's eyes.
Yeah.
So that's a trick, though, that we can actually use now. Now that you've taught us that, the next time I lie, I'll just make sure to say, hey, Jesse, you've been a great teacher and mentor to me here on the show. You're great. You're wonderful.
But you also don't want to look like a maniac. You don't want to look like a maniac, but yeah.
Rather
Wait a
a maniac
minute, what are
than
you
lying.
saying, Shahir?
I wasn't creeped out by your fake hair at all.
There you go, exactly.
Thank you, Andrea.
See, it works. It totally works, as opposed to blinking a bunch.
Yeah,
All right, so the next one's the lady.
Super honest creep. That's what he is.
All right, the next one is blushing. Now, this one's for the ladies. Now, as soon as you start lying, the adrenaline comes into your body, and that immediately makes you go flush. Now, for sisters like myself, I don't have that problem. But for Jessie, I'll know if you're lying to me. So, Jessie, do you like my hair? As red as your dress, but yeah, that's an indicator.
Really?
Yeah, I know. You think blushing is more like a compliment, like, oh, she likes it, she's enjoying herself. No, she's very uncomfortable. That's why
I
that's
would
happening.
get like that. The heat would just fly up. Oh, yeah, totally.
Yes.
Oh, so when you
Oh.
lie, that's what happened. Oh, okay. I thought you just
Duly
like
noted.
around me.
Cat.
Duly noted,
No, I
Sabados.
know. All right, so this next one is eye pointing and feet pointing. Now, this one you have to pay special attention to. So you're in a conversation with somebody, and their eyes keep looking at the door, and their feet are facing the door. What their body is saying is, I want to get out of this situation right now. It's called eye pointing and feet pointing. So you'll be sitting and having a conversation, and all of a sudden you'll see their body and their feet, and they keep looking past you like, I'm really enjoying this lying conversation because my wife, I just lied to her, and I really need to get away from this whole situation. So that's another tip to look out for.
Looking at the door. Well, now I'm looking at all of your feet in the audience, and I know which ones of you want to leave immediately.
Oh my gosh, this man in the front just tucked his feet underneath the chair.
He did. Are you having a good time, sir? Oh.
Do you promise? Wait a second, there was a lot of
blinking a
blinking
little.
in that answer.
Some blink in
There
there.
was a lot of blinking in that answer. And you know what's so funny? He just did something that is my next tip. Head shaking. Now, when you tell the truth, you shake your head in agreement with what you're saying. Like, Jessie, I really like your dress. You look gorgeous and I love your legs out, right? Now, if I'm lying, I go, Jessie, I don't think that dress is too short at all. Do you see what I'm doing here? My body's saying no, but my mouth is saying yes.
I think I should just change.
No!
I think we should just call it a day. Okay, all right.
So yeah, have you guys ever done that where you're telling somebody,
Yes.
someone's telling you like,
Yeah,
I
you're
really enjoy your food, Shahir. It's delicious.
That
That
happens
chicken
all
you
the
made
time.
is amazing.
That happens all the time.
So when you lie, are there little nervous tics that you notice that you do?
I don't know if I noticed until you mentioned them now, so that's why, again, you've taught me to be very still.
Don't blink.
Don't blink.
Feet.
Feet
Facing
down.
the person that you're talking to.
I'm just basically going to talk like a robot when I'm lying.
I've heard that touching the hair means somebody's lying, but I touch my hair constantly,
yeah.
mostly to make sure it's still on my head.
Now the touching of the hair, that's not lying, honey. That's flirting. That's,
Hey.
that's like, hey.
Oh, hey.
Yeah,
Hi.
that's a whole different. That's
Hi
a
there.
whole different segment.
Well, then I
that's
flirt
a
with
positive
all
one.
of you all
hi.
the time.
Yeah. And now the last tip: when somebody starts leaning back, you know, you have a conversation with somebody and they start kind of backing away from you, and you're like, "Does my breast stink? Like, why is this person just easing back from me?" Again, the body is reacting, and they want to get away from the situation because they know they're in the lie and they just want to escape. So look for that. I always find myself leaning in, like, "Where's that? Where you going? Where you going?" But that person is just trying to get away from you and get away from that
That
situation.
kind of makes sense.
Are you passionate about living your best life and having a clear mind and a healthy body? Or do you just want to find out what your date actually thinks about you? Subscribe and you'll get all the lifestyle and dating tips you need to live life.